Hey, Shalom, Israel. I.S.U.P.K presents the Lord's 56th annual Passover going down right here in Atlanta, Georgia. We got a whole bunch of events lined up for y'all, including the annual lamb slaughter. You already know. Then it's the Hebrew Academy trial. Oh boy. Next we got the children's party. Then you know we got General Muhammad's scripture breakdown class and the Hebrew Academy graduation. The Lord's 56th annual Passover. Pay your Passover fee. It's only $200 to get all these exclusive events. Real black culture. The general's in attendance and the stage is set. It's going down. April the 12th in Atlanta, Georgia. This event is only for the black, Hispanic, and Native indigenous people. We got a week full of events from April the 9th and the 13th. But remember, you got to pay that Passover fee. It's only $200 to get every event exclusively. Here's the itinerary for the Lord's 56th annual Passover. April the 9th is the annual lamb slaughter. April the 10th is the kids party. At 7 p.m. later that night, General Muhammad's scripture breakdown class. April the 11th, the Hebrew Academy graduation. Later that night at 8 p.m. is the all-black party. April the 12th is the Lord's 56th annual Passover. April the 13th is the Feast of Unleavened Bread. $200, 17 years or older, pay your Passover fee. See you in Atlanta, Israel. Shalom.
Welcome to Atlanta. Practice Officer 5000, Jeremiah, the camp leader of Atlanta. Passover 2025, starting April the 9th, we got the lamb slaughter. April the 10th, we got General Muhammad's class. April the 11th, we got the black party that's going to have the Hebrew graduation. April the 12th, in Atlanta, Georgia, the 56th annual Passover, the only Passover under Commander Junior YAHANNA.
Our great and holy King has honored us for turning our lives from the darkness to the light, man. And no greater gift you can receive than to wake up to the truth and then commit your life to saving your brothers, man. Looking in their eyes and seeing their faces and seeing what they've suffered and what they've gone through and seeing the end of it, man. It is a guaranteed seat in the kingdom of heaven, man. So in the name of our King YAHUSHUA, we dedicate us another Passover of brothers and sisters' lives being saved.
April the 13th, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Shalom.
This year, for the 56th annual Passover, Commanding Junior YAHANNA will be offering babysitting services for free for anyone that pays their $200 Passover fee. For paid babysitting and registration for babysitting, please contact Officer Yardan at 773-970-4343. Shalom. Shalom. This year, for the 56th annual Passover, Commanding Junior YAHANNA will be offering babysitting services for free for anyone that pays their $200 Passover fee. For paid babysitting and registration for babysitting, please contact Officer Yardan at 773-970-4343. Shalom.
In Atlanta, Georgia, at the infamous Classic Atrium. I.S.U.P.K presents the All-Black Party with live performances by
Never see another
King
nigga like
Ty.
this. Used to have that white bitch popping on the night.
144 Nakawa.
Snitching in the act like this. That's why we unaffiliated.
Shaw.
If for more, right, that's good business.
Natazai.
We in the game, coach. Fuck you talking, hey?
Special guest from China Monet and Georgia's own Pastor Troy. 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. You already know I.S.U.P.K.com. Shalom. Shalom, Israel. I.S.U.P.K presents the Lord's 56th annual Passover going down right here in Atlanta, Georgia. We got a whole bunch of events lined up for y'all, including the annual lamb slaughter. You already know. Then it's the Hebrew Academy trial. Oh boy. Next we got the children's party. Then you know we got General Muhammad's scripture breakdown class and the Hebrew Academy graduation. The Lord's 56th annual Passover. Pay your Passover fee. It's only $200 to get all these exclusive events. Real black culture. The generals in attendance and the stage is set. It's going down. April the 12th in Atlanta, Georgia. This event is only for the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indigenous people. We got a week full of events from April the 9th and the 13th. But remember, you got to pay that Passover fee. It's only $200 to get every event exclusively. Here's the itinerary for the Lord's 56th annual Passover. April the 9th is the annual lamb slaughter. April the 10th is the kids party. At 7 p.m. later that night, General Muhammad's scripture breakdown class. April the 11th, the Hebrew Academy graduation. Later that night at 8 p.m. is the all-black party. April the 12th is the 56th annual Passover. April the 13th is the Feast of Unleavened Bread. $200, 17 years or older, pay your Passover fee. See you in Atlanta, Israel. Shalom.
Practice Officer 5000, Jeremiah, the camp leader of Atlanta. Passover 2025, starting April the 9th, we got the lamb slaughter. April the 10th, we got General Muhammad's class. April the 11th, we got the black party that's going to have the Hebrew graduation. April the 12th, in Atlanta, Georgia, the 56th annual Passover, the only Passover under Commander Junior YAHANNA.
Our great and holy King has honored us for turning our lives from the darkness to the light, man. And no greater gift you can receive than to wake up to the truth and then commit your life to saving your brothers, man. Looking in their eyes and seeing their faces and seeing what they've suffered and what they've gone through and seeing the end of it, man. It is a guaranteed seat in the kingdom of heaven, man. So in the name of our King YAHUSHA, we dedicate us another Passover of brothers and sisters' lives being saved.
April the 13th, we got the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Shalom.
Homeless eyes. You understand? We out here to goddamn go get some weed to you, give you some crack cocaine. We gonna prostitute you out. We ain't here to destroy you more. You understand me? Of course, you know what I'm saying? It's good to have a woman, man, because a woman can common sense at times when you know you defeated, man. You understand me? When you're defeated and it's over, the coward flee, man. We want you back. We want you to come back so you can soak this knowledge, man. Because at the end of the day, you are a brother. You is a Hebrew Israelite. Homeless signs. You understand? We're going to beg for your money. We out here to goddamn go get some weed to you, give you some crack cocaine. We going to prostitute you out. We ain't here to destroy you more. You understand me? Of course, you know what I'm saying? It's good to have a woman, man, because a woman can common sense at times when you know you defeated, man. You understand me? When you're defeated and it's over, the coward flee, man. We want you back. We want you to come back so you can soak this knowledge, man, because at the end of the day, you are a brother.
You already know it's April the 11th in Atlanta, Georgia, at the infamous Classic Atrium. I.S.U.P.K presents the All-Black Party with live performances by
You'll never see another
King
like
Ty,
this. Used to have that white bitch popping on the night.
144, Nakawa,
Snitching in the act like this. That's why we unaffiliated.
Shaw,
If for more, right, that's good business.
Natazai.
Be in the game, coach. Fuck you, start. Hey,
Special guest from China Monet and Georgia's own Pastor Troy. 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. You already know ISUPK.com. Shalom.
My real asked me when I'm coming back home. Shit, I don't know. Whenever the Lord see fit.
They try to tell me I can't win, all because of the skin I'm in. But then I look in the mirror again, and then we realize we better than them. We better than them.
I don't know you. I'm not letting nobody sell you crack. You know why? Because I never saw you before. But you a black man like me. That's right. And it's worth something.
This is Black Watch with Commanding General YAHANNA, the only man to lead blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
God made man on this earth. The white man he make man. God made man. God wants man to obey him.
Bringing you real news.
You don't need a black man in the White House. You need a black man in every black house.
For many years, there's a lot of black people who didn't realize how deep the racism of white America was.
You ain't gonna do nothing unless you decide where you gonna stand at with the Most High.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Righteous solutions to issues plaguing our nation.
Boy, you better wake up and see the power that is within blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians.
Join us every Monday from 9 to 11 p.m. Black Watch. Let the show begin.
What's going on, fam? Excuse me, I'm Commander General Yana. I got the hell. Holy Ghost. It's a little late cough, don't you sweat. Got the heavy hitters in the building with me. Give it up for General Mahal. Yeah. General Hazayan. Is General Mahal here? General Mahal. Yeah. With us on a remote. General Hazayan in the building. What's going on, my yacht? You understand? In the building, Officer Morale, Officer Yediah, Officer Ibar Hayah, and Officer Mathamya in the building, holding us down as usual, man. Y'all doing a great job up here too, up in the studio getting some stuff on, man. You know what I mean? These guys booking stuff and all that. Big shout out to Kahantham Yard out there in Texas, Louisiana. He all down in the South. Building cams, another powerful cat coming through. We doing the Proud. We're going to do the Proud Boys this Saturday. I hope y'all will join us. We're going to be right here live on this channel. They also invited us to go over to their platform as well. So we'll be on their platform, not the same Saturday, but a couple of weeks down the line, we'll go ahead and get down with them. Got questions for the Proud Boys. I wonder how they feel now that Donald Trump is stripping the United States government down to the bone after they said they were patriots and down with the United States government. Do they still feel the same way, or did they get played? We about to find out. It'll be this Saturday, 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time. Y'all come out and join us, man. We're going to do it up live right here in the studio, holding it down. Of course, y'all know the Passover is at hand. Everybody pay your Passover fee, okay? Don't break the bank. The school's laying out a lot of cash to make this happen. Make sure you pay your Passover fee. Support the truth. Come on down, hang with us in Atlanta, Georgia. We'll be getting it on, man. It'll be something to see, as it is every year, and this year is proven to be one of the biggest. And it's definitely time to do it. Look how close we are to the end. You know what I'm saying? Did I miss anything else that's going on? That's it for now. All right. Big shout out to Sock G. Hardcore. Sock G. Standing with the Most High in Christ, man. Badass cat. In right, this warfare we in this kingdom, man. All right. So big shout out to him. I think that is it for now, right? Let's get into it. You died. Give me that story with the Edomites. Y'all got the video? The opening video. Y'all got to see this video, fam, if you haven't already. These are Donald Trump supporters, and here's where it is. Here's where it's going. Check this out. Go big screen. Look.
Today, apparently our entire state is going to go bankrupt in 2 quarters. Me and my husband owned a cattle ranch here, and I can confirm that all of the cattle ranchers here overwhelmingly voted for Trump. We support him. We voted for him. Something like 70% of our entire workforce is undocumented immigrants, and they straight up are not showing up for work anymore. They have all either fled the country, fled the state.
I want to get to the video, but you got to let me pause this for a second. That's why they Trump supporters. 70% of their workforce are undocumented workers. Like, they are such idiots, man. Yep. Because the same people that want to get rid of the Mexicans are the same people, the same dumb hillbillies that make money off of these brothers and sisters. Like, you're a dumb cattle rancher. You understand? You got probably 1,000 government benefits to become a cattle rancher, and you got 70 on your ranch alone. He said all across Nebraska, which means hundreds and hundreds of Mexicans running your cattle so y'all can make some money, and you hate them so much. You get down with Donald Trump, you vote for Donald Trump to get rid of him, and now they gone. And now they saying in 6 months, the state of Nebraska is going to be bankrupt. I'm buying all the briskets I want. Briskets at discounted price. I want that grass-fed tank. I want that Kangas, all that old good stuff. It's going to be a fire sale in Nebraska. I'm bringing the pickup truck empty. All you got to do is roll up in the state. Who got these? And they going to all come running. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Let you finish the tape. We'll talk more about it on the other side. This is a joke.
They don't want to get raided while at work, so they have just moved on to work somewhere else. And straight up, we are going to go bankrupt now. We are going to go bankrupt. And yeah, we voted. We knew that the immigrants would get deported, and he was coming after immigrants. Yet we still voted for it. Overwhelmingly voted for our own demise. I was talking to my husband last night, and I have to admit that it seems a bit foolish now when you think about it like that, that we voted for something that is now putting us directly out of business.
So at least she's dumb as hell. At least she admitted how stupid it was to vote against, knowing, she said, we knew they was gonna get rid of these brothers. They didn't expect it to be this bad. They said even the ones that was legal left. They all like the tribe of Issachar and a lot of tribes, you know, when the going gets tough, they stick together. Tribe of Judah too. And the going get rough, the tribe of Judah will come together. And we'll work that, y'all will work that shit out, I should say. You understand? So she just played herself. The whole state of Nebraska is damn near ready to go bankrupt. Now it's about to become a welfare state. You're gonna have to give them welfare for them ranches to stay in business. How dumb could you Edomites be? To your own demise. I'm out of it. Y'all get in.
Sir, if I could, I might have sent your guy this one earlier. There was just so many stories online about white people that voted for Donald Trump, sir. Even though they knew that his policies that he was promising were going to destroy their economy.
Yes.
And it's so much something that you understand about white people, sir, that no one else does. Not even white people understand this about themselves. Their sense of hatred is so deep. They are pathologically hateful.
Yeah.
Like they can't stop it.
Yeah.
It's like that old Gadite proverb, North American Indians, about the scorpion that rode on the back of the thing when he promised not to bite the turtle.
Yeah.
In the end, he still bit him, even though they both would drown in the water. As they were drowning, the turtle said, "Why would you bite me when you were riding my back across the river?" He said, "Because I'm a scorpion. I couldn't help myself."
Right.
That's white people.
Yes.
Like, that's what the North American Indians would say about them. They could not help but to hurt Mexicans.
That's right.
Even if it hurt them.
Yep.
They had to do it. And so now as their businesses fold, they look back and go, and now it seems crazy, but they had to do it.
They had to do it.
Donald Trump was so hateful. They had to do it. You know, it was like cocaine.
Yes.
They had to do it. Yeah. They got nothing but illegal immigrants working on their farm. They're rich, but Donald Trump's hatred was so palpable.
Right.
They had to do it.
Right. Right. Go ahead, sir.
Go ahead.
Let me get, can I get Obadiah 3 real quick?
That shit crazy.
Obadiah 3 and verse 7. What you saying is so heavy, sir. You and General Hyman is because, like, that's why you got to get in the I.S.U.P.K and learn how to study and get taught these things. This right here is a prophecy that was supposed to happen. Esau, our oppressor, was so proud. They pride make them do the most dumbest things on the earth. It makes no sense. That was their workforce. We talked about it. Everybody know it. She said she knew it. That's the workforce. They still voted for it to be done. Now she's about to go bankrupt in her business. They can make no sense. Why? Because they are so proud. The Lord said something about a proud man, especially our oppressor. You got it, brother?
Obadiah.
Start at verse 3, brother.
Obadiah.
Out of verse 7 and 8, real quick.
Obadiah 1 and 3. The pride of thy heart hath deceived thee.
Say it again.
The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee.
The pride, they so prideful, man, deceived them. Everybody knew that they had undocumented immigrants working in their farms. They knew it. And still voted for them, man, they're going to deport them. Now they're going to bankrupt. That pride is something else. They ain't a general something. Go ahead.
Thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock.
The Lord let you know where they're going to live at. Live up high in the mountains, what you see in all the cities and everything. They got all the high skyscrapers. Same thing they did back during the time they lived in the caves. You understand? Drop down to verse 8 real fast.
Verse 8. Shall I not in that day, saith the Lord, even destroy the wise men out of Edom?
The Lord now going to get all the wise men out of Edom. Edom is your oppressor. That's where they all come from. All your so-called oppressors in the land called America, they all come from Edom or Esau. You understand? And the Lord said he's going to take the wisdom out of them. The wise and the wisdom. Supposed to be so smart and know everything, huh? Now, here you got one ahead now. Knowing, and everybody knew we voted for him. He didn't have no workers. Now, we done voted for him now. They about to go, well, how long he been in office, you know? A month? 2 months? 6 weeks. 6 weeks. It's been maybe 6 weeks how to come in how to say.
I'm not even sure because technically he was in January 20th.
January 6th is when they did the official,
official 2 months.
2 months.
And listen, they're going to bankrupt already. The Lord going to take the wisdom out of the wise men out of Edom. Go ahead and finish reading, brother.
Khan. And understanding out of the mount of Esau.
So you hear that? You know how deep that is, man. All the smartness and the wisdom they supposed to have, the understanding supposed to have, the Lord took it from them. You understand me? And this is why it's going to tell you. Read verse 9 real fast.
Khan. And thy mighty man, O.T. man.
Oh, who?
Oh, mighty man. O.T. man.
Oh, T-men are the Germans, according to the scriptures. What is Donald Trump? What is Donald Trump's ancestral history? He's a German. You understand me? The Lord took the wisdom out of all of them, man. Them Germans, they're supposed to be so smart and so well endowed, know every damn thing. Look what's going on here now. You understand? The Lord took all that wisdom from them. Look what happened. She's saying it right now. And listen, the prophecy of these things supposed to happen. It's the point. It's supposed to happen. Because all the evil they have done, the pride of thine heart, the Lord making it happen in front of your face. Now is the time to stop playing, man. To get up in this class and learn how to change your life, become somebody different. You understand? Judgment is coming. The Lord put it in front of your face. Now you got a choice. Either you get down to the Most High, or you're going to suffer a horrible, horrible life and death like your oppressor. It's like you said, that's it, General.
Damn right, give it up. Just real quick, the thing I can't understand that's so amazing to me is how you could be so wealthy, so powerful, so on top of the world, and look all the way down at the Mexicans with just vehement hatred. Like Donald Trump lives in Mar-a-Lago with gold trim on the wall. Yes, indeed. You understand? He got the best of everything. Chefs, porters, doormen, everything he could ever want. He got the tanning salon and shit that make him look like a brother almost, save for the yellow hair, the orange hair. He got everything you could ever want in this kingdom. And still, the hatred for the Mexicans can't never be allayed. And it so reminds me of the scripture, which is just how we know that the Lord is in all of this, where the Lord said in Genesis, 2 nations are in thy womb. Well, first that Rebecca, the twins struggled within her. You need me? That twins struggled, that the twins struggled in her. And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowel. And brother, this is definitely that case. They are totally a different kind of people than us. And we see it as it's coming together now. And before you know it, the Lord going to destroy this kingdom, and the ones that he wanted originally, that's going to rule this earth. And it also, another scripture, the one where it says he had a perpetual hate. Like his hatred don't never, you know what I'm saying? His hatred don't never subside. It's perpetual, his hatred. And that's why he got to be taken out of rulership in the earth. He got to be taken out of rulership in the earth. And that's why we've been hearing up for years, having white people kiss the boots, telling the world that the Lord is going to destroy these kingdoms, bring them down, blah, 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 so forth and so on. Y'all been hearing us bring this out. Now you see it coming to pass. It's coming right on up.
Damn right.
Of war. Salakia, General, go ahead.
Okay, if I can, General, can I read Proverbs 4:16? It says, For they sleep not, except they have done mischief.
Dang.
And their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence.
Yeah.
It's like just like you described. No matter how rich they get, no matter how much power they have, like General Hyman always say, they're sore winners. Even though they winning and got everything, they can't sleep comfortable unless they oppress the Mexicans, unless they destroy black people. They can't get comfortable. With all that power and wealth and mansions and riches, they ain't fully comfortable unless they stepping on our necks. Slack it, son.
You would think Elon Musk would be concentrating on all them rockets he crashing all over the damn place.
Right.
Instead, he running down every Mexican without a green card. The rocket going off, crashing, ending up in the ocean. He chasing somebody with a green card. Like, what a bunch of maniacs, man. Bunch of, nuts running this empire. So that was a heavy little tape right there. to show you that they hurting bad now that they done turned their back on the ISRAELITES. We should be concentrating on us. We better love us. We better work on us. Everything got to be us now. The scriptures say this is a time for all things, a time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. And it is both those times right now. It's the time for us to embrace ourselves as a people, and it's time for us to stop embracing them. All you old Christians and politicians who sung all that love talk, it's time to stop embracing you and that philosophy that you walking with. And for all them brothers who always have been separate, all you brothers that's out there, you bangers, that's out there going back and forth with each other, find you a way to get to bridge. You need a middleman, get in touch with the I.S.U.P.K. You understand? We'll middleman your negotiation for you. But let's start finding a way around us wiping ourselves out. Let's recognize that in the very beginning of this, that this was done by the slave master so that we would kill each other. And it worked on us. But now that we know better, now that we see the handwriting on the wall, now that we see what's going on, let's reverse all those things that was put on us, starting with us going toe-to-toe with each other. Secondly, let's stop hating our black men. You black women, it's time for you to shut your mouth. It's time for you to shut your mouth. It's time for you to shut your mouth about your teenagers, about your young brothers in the street. It's now time to get into the mode of guiding them in the right direction. You ignored them, you blamed them, you talked down to them. You did all those things. Blacks, Latinos, Native Indians, all of you. Now's the time to start to guide them brothers and sisters back to the zone they need to be in. Because we're going to need every last one of us as we go into this end. We're going to need every last one of us. So everybody get their head right, man. Let's get it on. What? I yield.
Yes, sir. If I could say a quick thing, man. Please. Let me tell you something, sir, it becomes more and more clear to me, and I hope it becomes clear to our brothers in the world. White people are going to love it when we are in charge of them.
Yes, they are.
White people are not smart. And there's two things that I've been thinking about today, sir, if I could, that I pray becomes more evident. I learned it from you in the UPK. You know about these myths that we have in our heads about white people as black people? Right. You know what one of them is? It's that they're smart.
That's right.
Is that they have these businesses, these farms, these industries simply because they're smarter than us.
We are, right.
Donald Trump's election proves that white people are not smart.
Yes.
They own farms with hundreds of employees. This one here, the woman on here says she had thousands of acres.
Yes.
Yeah. Thousands of acres. We drive by places like that and see some house where this man has thousands of acres, businesses, tractors, and we look at it and go, he's smarter than us. White people are smart. White people are not smart. Now you know they didn't get that farm because of intelligence.
Right.
How do you know it? They voted for a president that would fire their employees.
Right.
That means they don't have a business acumen.
No.
They're not educated. They're not smart at all. They got this farm because someone propped them up and gave them loans that they didn't give you, gave them advantages that they didn't give you, gave them grants that they didn't give you. And you look at them and go, why can't we be smart like white people? Why can't white people give someone else an advantage besides themselves?
That's right.
That's all they ever do. And when their intelligence is put to the test, it was in the voting booth.
It was.
In the voting booth, they got to say, okay, here I am. I own a farm that has cows and chickens and eggs and
70 employees.
Right. I got 500 illegal immigrant employees. If they are made to go home, my business shuts down in 2 months. Now I have the time to use my business acumen. I vote for hatred instead.
Yes.
I vote for hatred instead of what will make my business thrive. White people are dumb.
Yes.
They're not smart. They did not succeed because of intelligence.
Right.
They exceeded because of white privilege.
That's right, sir.
Damn right. Damn right.
Damn right. Damn right.
Damn right. That's just so. You know. Yeah. All right. That's it, you guys. Don't worry, white people. We got housing for you in the ghetto. Y'all gonna raise our real estate prices. Y'all come up in the hood, get you a nice house in the hood, or you know our real estate will go up, man.
Yeah, what you was bringing out was so heavy. I'm looking at the comments. A brother named Leonard Jr. said, "Their kingdom is fallen, and we are up next." The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and 9 says, you know, for Esau is the beginning of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed.
So it's coming. It's on its way. Yeah, right.
And I think white people are going to be happier when they are second-class citizens.
Yeah.
I think they'll be more comfortable, like protected against themselves. Like they won't be able, you know, we have pictures on the wall, sir, all over the schools of lynchings.
Yeah.
And there's always like white children in the crowd.
Yeah.
You know, you have a lynching with thousands of people watching it, children, women smiling, watching it. And I always look at it and go, man, what is in that child that makes them, you know, if I got a daughter that sees a horror movie, they hide.
Right.
You ever see a little kid watch a horror movie?
Yeah,
they cry and run. What is in a white little girl in the 1930s that goes to a lynching? She's 10 years old. She's excited and happy because there's something in white people that is cruel like an animal, and they get joy over cruelty, and they can't help themselves even if it hurts them. I bet they're going to be happy when a kind race is in charge of them.
Right.
Someone that stops them from their natural beastly urges to kill.
Definitely.
And we'll put them in order. We'll make sure that they're nice to each other.
Right.
We'll force them to be civilized.
That's
and I think even they're going to thank us for it.
I think you're right.
That's all I can say. Because don't you think this white woman, don't you think if we'd have told her, bitch, you better not vote for Donald Trump. Don't vote. You got 70% of your employees is Mexican.
Right.
Get home and don't you vote for Donald Trump. Wouldn't she thank us now? I'm telling you, I believe it's true. Like I believe she would go, thank you, General Yohanna. I was about to vote for Donald Trump, but my black overlord told me I couldn't. I believe that woman would be on here thanking us today. Now I'm telling you, I can't be challenged in it because I can guarantee if someone forced her not to do it, she'd be happy.
Yeah.
You know, if I could,
Go ahead.
it's a time in history, which is I was told by you, Sir General Miami, you real good at the history as well, about the Dark Ages over Europe, right? Where black men, Israelites, ruled over in Europe for a long period of time. And during that time, the advances that was made during that time, they can't quantify them now. They're still trying to find out about how we did what we did during that time, the Dark Ages. The reason why I bring that out, what that doing is just giving more credence to the fact that when we in charge, the earth is better off. And advances are made for society are better off. They still trying to find all the advantages that we had in the Dark Ages.
That's right. That's right.
Because the way we did things was so heavy.
That's right. They still trying to figure it out.
Yes, sir.
And let me tell you something else. Because black people, like I add, because black people, Latinos, and Native Indians are angry at what's going on, they are pushing back. And now they coming out with all the stuff we invented. I mean, stuff I never even heard of. Yeah. They pulling all the records up of everything that we invented back then and what went on back then, man. It's just absolutely beautiful, man. Yeah, man. And listen, and like you said it so right. They're gonna be happy when they have somebody over them. They said this week they found Gene Hackman. For those of you that may not know, he was a famous actor.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And a good one too. He played in a lot of good movies. He played a hell of a actor. They found him and his wife dead. And they showed him the reason he died was because he was 90-something years old with nobody around him. No help, nothing, and died, and so got hurt and couldn't be helped. But here's what is even worse. His wife died for a disease that derives from rat feces. Now, this is a multi-million-dollar couple. I mean, this cat gets $20 million a movie and has made movies since the 70s, probably the 60s. He's been making movies. And his wife died from a disease she got from ingesting rat rat feces. Now, you understand, you see what I'm saying? Somebody got to go to them and say, clean up the damn house.
That's right.
Give him, you know, them old evil children of theirs who throw them in a nursing home and leave them. They got to tell them, look, go get your father. You're going to have to be the one to do. That's why they love Oprah Winfrey. What you're saying is so epic. Because that's why they love Oprah. Because Oprah go in there and, you know, teach them how to be human again. Teach them how to deal with the sorrow of being punished for what they did, because they can't accept that. You know what I'm saying? All of the things that happens with them, we have to be the ones to correct and fix and get them on the right track. It'll be better if we in charge doing it. It'll be better. Donald Trump would be under control. Elon Musk, you can get him off of all that cocaine or whatever the hell he's sniffing, steroids. I don't know what the hell he's dealing with. You can get him off of all that garbage he on, and everybody else. Salakia. Yeah, man. True. Yeah, man.
Please, you die.
Department of Justice is investigating major egg producers amid soaring prices.
Here you go again, sir. Like the Department of Justice is investigating egg farmers.
Goodness.
The Department of Justice is the militant branch of them is the FBI,
Right.
ATF.
That's right.
Drug enforcement. They're going to arrest these farmers for the price of eggs.
Because they so evil.
Yeah.
They're going to stop. The farmers are so evil. They're going to jack up the prices and starve half of America. So they got to go in. They got to come in with, you know, that's where you should have them tanks and all them weapons. Instead of running through the hood after tabooing them for a nickel bag, you need to have them up there at them farmers and everybody else because they're cruel beyond belief.
No, you're right. And the farmers, the egg farmers, I bet you 100% of them voted for Donald Trump.
Yes.
I bet you it's 100%.
Yes.
Voted for Donald Trump. And now the FBI is going to kick in their door and put them in jail over eggs.
Right. Right. And let me tell you, listen, it's insane. What you said is so insane. It's so right about how insane they are in this respect. The ones that I'm seeing now, the ones that voted for Donald Trump because they were in the belief that they were going to be able to be more cruel, raise the egg prices, fire the Mexicans. Like they voted for Donald Trump to be cruel, but never believed that they would receive any cruelty for what they did. Would never see that.
Sir, that video we played earlier, there's a part of it, and you'll find this on every video of a person that regrets voting for Donald Trump. There's a part in her voice inflection where she says, I never knew that things like this would happen to me. They all look for it on each one. They go, I knew it would happen. I never knew it would happen to me.
Yes.
I never knew this would affect me. In their mind, he was cruel and evil, but it would happen to someone else.
Yes. Right.
And it was a stunner.
It was a stunner.
That it happened to them.
Right. You so right. You give it up. You so right. Because they believe they always should have the right to be cruel, but never would show you they have no conscience about any cruelty to them. And brother, let me tell you, that's why when this place falls, they are not going to be able to handle it. They are not going to be able to handle it when it falls. Just like Pharaoh couldn't handle when Moses took us out, and Pharaoh saw that we hadn't come right back. They panicked, lost their mind, ran that whole army down into the Red Sea and drowned the whole army. That's how desperate they were to get us back, because in their mind, there's no way they could be left on their own to have to farm their own goddamn land and take care of their own children and you know, clothe and feed themselves. They couldn't imagine that happening. And because of it, boy, oh boy, they ran down in that river and drowned to death. And this is exactly what's going on here in America. Like, they don't expect a sad day like you bring it out. You bring it out is so right. But they getting a sad day now because it's judgment time. Right. What they call it, the changing of the guard is coming. The changing of the guard is coming, and Esau got to come down, and Israel has to rise. The Lord said, hell from beneath has coming to meet thee at thy coming. You ain't going to be on top forever. Your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. Everything that you rose up in power with don't look like it right now. Look like this is just the talk of poor niggas in the hood. But the Lord is in the middle of it, and you're going to see the seats change. And they're going to be in utter poverty. They're going to be begging for blacks and Latinos. They're going to call for Trump to lock up everybody. To lock up everybody in an attempt to hold on to their slavery. If I could, y'all.
Please.
Something else that's so magnificent in these times for us to look at. White people have treated us like we was the most inconvenient filth that they have ever encountered in their life. And what we saw on that tape and what we're about to see is you about to see how valuable we really are to this empire. Like the whole state of Nebraska is about to, according to their prediction, if he don't step in and do something, they're gonna go bankrupt in 6 months. The state, not the city. The state, and Nebraska is pretty goddamn big.
Yeah.
The state is gonna go bankrupt, which now we start to see just how valuable, just how much America will never let their slaves go. The Lord got to get you out of here. You think America, if we decide, okay, Donald Trump, you don't like us, no problem. All blacks, Latinos, Native Indians, we all packing up. We're going to go to Canada or somewhere else. Do you think they would allow that to happen? Hell no. It'll be war in the streets. Because though they treat us like the filth of the earth, they cannot survive without us. And especially, like you said, with this, you want to talk about dumbass. You got all these Mexican words. So that means, wait a minute, let me just understand something. That means you at home in the wonderful state of Nebraska. You understand? You know, Westerns is made in Nebraska. Clint Eastwood, you know, the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know what I'm saying? Nebraska, you know what I mean? What's you know the story?
Corn Huskers.
Yes, the Dukes of Hazzard. You know, Nebraska, you know what I mean? Mutual of Oklahoma.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? We're talking Nebraska, y'all. And you in your wonderful, wonderful house on all these acres, and you got beautiful, wonderful cattle, and Mexicans handling all of it. And you in this big house, and all you could think of is you are glad that Donald Trump is coming in to get rid of these Mexicans. So much so, you are so drunk with your hatred, you don't even realize it's gonna wipe you out.
Right.
Woo!
Amazing.
That's
amazing.
That's a state of mind.
Yeah.
That's a state of mind that we never get to experience. We don't know what that is. We have no clue what that is. That means the Mexican girl that's making your biscuits in the morning, the Mexican guy that's washing the limo for you, you understand? The Mexican girl that's washing the clothes and folding the clothes for you, you hate them all. Yeah. You hate them all. The Mexicans, they come out there in the winter, you understand, put horseshoes on the horses, ride up in there and fight all that weather to bring them cattle down, to load them up, you hate them all. So much so that you can't even see how much you need them for your own business. I almost feel bad for you, white people.
Right.
I was close. You almost had me. You almost had me, man. Because y'all you about to have a bad day. Yeah. A very, very bad day. Yeah. And I don't know, you're not going to be able to recover from it. We are truly in the end. Salaki, I yield. Yeah, you know what I mean? I yield. You know, Maya? I don't know. You good, Maya?
Hey, Mariah, I think
Yes, y'all covered it all. Good.
I was just checking on you, yeah.
The water.
You wanted to say something because I know he had you off. You good?
Yes, sir. I'm good.
Right. You died. What we going to next? This is crazy. This is crazy.
Wakana, unbecoming of a police officer. New York City SVU detective sparks mixed reactions after twerking and pole dancing in music video.
Explain there.
So there's this New York City detective. She was in a rap video twerking and dancing on a pole, and it recently came out. And Esau, is losing his mind over it.
Was she a cop when she was in a music video?
Lies, sir.
This video happened years ago. And so it resurfaced years later of her twerking before she became a cop. People want her fired for what she did before she became a cop. There you go. Like that's them. And of course, the police murder blacks and Hispanics every day. And guess what, brothers and sisters? They don't get fired.
That's right.
They keep their job. Yediah has another story, sir, where white conservatives are requesting that Donald Trump pardon Derek Chauvin, the one who killed Eric Gardner. And there's a big push. I'm sorry, George Floyd, Salakia. There's a big push to free the murderer of George Floyd. This black woman, stripped when she was in college or when she was young, became a police detective now, put that life behind her. There's a push to get her fired, and there's no push to get cops fired who murder black people yesterday.
That's right.
Yeah. Yesterday. Yeah. And the cops that do get fired, sir, they get hired in 2 towns over.
That's it.
Every murderer that we've ever heard about that got fired, that made national news, they all work for a different police precinct now in a different city, 2 cities over. All of them. Yep. But this sister has to lose her job because of what she did in college and high school. Salakia, sir.
Right. Insane. Right. Insane. And furthermore, the patrons in the strip clubs are cops. What the hell you think is in there?
That one escaped me.
Yeah,
man, that's true. That's who's in there.
That's who stressed the hell out going to the strip club.
That's who's in there.
Because they working double shifts on the night shift. Their wife ain't giving them none. The kids hate them.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so they going to the strip club.
Yeah.
They mad at her because that's why they mad at her, because they don't want her fellow cops to run into her in the strip club.
In the strip club.
You know what I mean? Please, man.
Yeah, General, we got a clip, right? Excuse me. I think Marah trying to get right now of that TV show Chicago PD.
Yeah.
Where there's one, they stop these brothers in a car, and one Edomite cop as the backup tell the cat to put the phone away. And the guy telling the cop, I'm afraid, XYZ. But the Edomite say, get out the car immediately. Ready to pull his gun out. They recognize him for killing somebody else. And like, oh, you gonna kill us? The brother that's his partner said, listen, hold on, you know what, man? No problem. Y'all go ahead, have a good day. Get him go with it. But then he went on to another call with an oppressor with a knife, and an oppressor charged him. He hit him with a taser to put him down, and he made the comment like, okay, I'm glad that this was resolved peacefully. We didn't have to do nothing to this cat. And the brother that was his partner had to check him and said, did you find it out? Did you find the clip, Marah? Can we play it? Please get it up and play it, man. Because this is the mentality that goes on. Like, they're afraid of brothers with cell phones in the car. But you got a cat with a knife coming at you, and you ain't afraid of him. You want him to be okay. But you want to kill us. After he already killed another one. Let's find that clip, man. See if we can play that clip. Man, play that clip for everybody. Because this will let you know what's going on out here right now and what's been happening to us. That's all. What's been happening to us. Hey, there you go. That's it.
I don't know. Disobeying an officer out of the car, turn the phone off now.
Damn, you the cop. That's the cop that shot that guy. We're just trying to get home. Be more careful next time, okay? You good?
It's going to be online by the end of the day.
You put your hand on your gun every time you see a cell phone. We got a problem.
You're disobeying an officer, get out of the car.
Keep my hands where they are on the cop that shot that guy.
There's a video of Paul Evans at a traffic stop.
Don't watch that.
Why does he get to keep doing this?
He's not. We're going to stop him. That's why we're suing the city. Look, I don't know what happened, but the Irish Brotherhood, they made sure you got cleared, and that's whatever. But I don't like being a brown guy they put you with to make you look good for your lawsuit.
All available units respond to 454 in progress on the tour bus.
Unit 238 en route. I need you to put the knife down.
No.
Not a thing. Not a thing. Shows up, it's trouble.
Hey, put the knife down.
No.
Did good back there.
Yeah, you too.
Didn't draw your weapon.
Just glad we got him down safe.
White guy with a knife. Wasn't as scary as those guys with a cell phone.
I just want to be a cop. I just want to do my job.
That let you know, like, okay. Yeah. You understand? The white guy with a knife, he wasn't scared. These brothers, all they had was a cell phone. Yeah. He had a cell phone that was recorded because he said he afraid. and you ready to put your hand on your gun and pull him out of the car. The cat with the knife, you weren't afraid of him. Yeah. You want to make sure he's safe. Yeah. But brothers, you want to pull on the car and put your hand on the gun like you want to do some bad to him. Man, come on, man. Like, you got to understand something. It's the same premise as them wanting to get rid of the Mexicans. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. And it go all the way back to Genesis, the 25th chapter, like I Commander Yohanna brought out. What's going on in that womb? Yeah. Esau and Jacob. That battle, that fight, it's the same thing. Ain't going to change. You understand? That's it, John. I just want to bring it out there.
What General Hazayan is saying is so true. White people will never treat you with fairness. And that's something the whole civil rights movement was trying to achieve. That's what affirmative action, DEI, all those things were just some attempt at trying to create a fair system for black people to try to come up in. It could never really be equal because they have all the levers of power at their control. They have all the government at their control. But black people thought they could achieve a little fairness, just a little bit of fairness. Couldn't do it. Impossible. This week, I think they celebrated the march over that Bettis Bridge. Where's that bridge at? In Alabama or something like that? With Martin Luther King and them marched over that bridge in Alabama, trying to provoke these police officers who they knew would beat them to death for walking to try to get civil rights. Bull Connor was the sheriff over that town at that time. And Bull Connor was just famous for beating black people for nothing. And they chose that bridge to walk over because they wanted to highlight to Americans all over the country how they were being treated in the South. And they knew Bull Connor would have his sheriffs beat them to death. And right on cue, he did it. Those black college students, 18-year-old girls, came over that bridge and he beat them all he could. Black people just did that trying to receive a little fairness. Cesar Chavez out there in California protested with the Mexicans in the field, trying to receive a little fairness, a little appreciation. We can't be equal to you. Clearly, that's impossible. But could you be fair with us? They voted Donald Trump in the White House to make sure there could be no fairness, to make sure of it. And to go back to this story about this police woman who was a stripper when she was in college, and now white people want her to get fired from her job because of something she did 10 years ago. Let me erase another myth. I got one more myth to erase. I think I'll be able to erase it tonight. Yes, sir. The first one is that white people are dumb. That's why they voted for Donald Trump, even though they were going to get fired by the voting for Donald Trump. Here's the next myth. You think black women are the biggest hoes on earth?
Yes.
That's the, yes. If I guarantee you, if I tell you in your mind, close your eyes and tell me what a hoe looks like.
Right.
Black people and white people will see sexy red.
Yep.
They'll see some black woman. There is no bigger hoe on this planet than a white girl. Woo. None.
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you something, black hoes out there. You are not close to a white hoe.
That's right.
You're dying. Well, tell me about them hoes you was with. Break it down. Break it down. Your diary. He opened up his diary. Just you want to tell me about your experience?
Huh?
You want to tell me about your experience, Maya?
I call Yediah just to get knowledge.
Yediah pulled out his diary just now. He gonna open it up. Yediah, get him on camera. Break it down.
That's memories of a dead man. Memories of a dead man. But if I could, there are these two she-devils that are prominent out there in the world. I forget their names. One of them got famous because she slept with 100 devils in one night. And the other one, to one up her, because they were in competition with each other, slept with 1,000 in a week. And now the one that was slighted because her friend did 1,000 in a week, now she's sleeping with elderly white men in nursing homes.
And this is somebody famous online?
They are famous online.
There's
another
story. I don't know if it's in our stories or I saw it on the news or something. There's a cop, a female cop, who slept with everybody in the department. Everybody in the department. And now I think they let her go, but now she happy with her husband. Oh, they found out she got some a waitress job now. They found her another job, and said, "Look at this. This whole they said she slept with everybody." And then they got a picture of her with her husband, and he just holding her all sweet. I guess that's just normal with them.
Yeah. Yadiah, I think, was gonna bring it out. Go ahead, Yadiah.
Wakala, sir. I actually have that story in the list, sir. Salakia. It says Tennessee sex romp cop Megan Hall lands a surprising new gig. A 29-year-old married former Tennessee cop whose wild sexcapades with a half a dozen male officers in her station house.
God damn.
Salakia.
I said that by accident. Wait, in the station house? How's that's the little building?
Brother, they was getting in, sir.
I mean, in the precinct?
In the precinct.
Damn. That's plenty, huh?
You walk in there, all you do is smell butt.
Listen, they probably role playing. She get behind the in the cell, and they rescue her.
Maya, this woman, she had sex with Columbo, Sherlock Holmes. She had sex with every investigator. She had sex with the cast of Law and Order.
Yeah, the Equalizer.
She had sex with Shaft, Starsky, and Hutch.
Damn.
God damn, this one.
Punch and John, the Equalizer.
Mike, and let me tell you something about these white hoes. You see a black woman who's promiscuous, who's a stripper, who sleeps with a lot of men. That's the product of childhood abuse, sexual trauma, a broken home. These white hoes, brother, they grow up rich with no trauma. No one molested them. They just whore out of having no morality. Like, I'm talking rich women. I go back to Rome, read you something that scare you to death about Lucrezia Borgia. And Caligula's wife. I mean, rich aristocrats. You give me these ones today, these Kardashians and these Paris Hiltons and these women Kanye West loves to have sex with. These are not women from the projects, from broken homes who were molested. These girls in high school that go do blowjobs in the bathroom for bracelets. Hey, these are girls with good fathers. Fathers go to work and provide every need for them. Their mother shops all day. And these girls are going to have sex with every person, men, women, and animals. And it's not a product of trauma. It's the product of having no morals. There is no whore like a white whore. None. Your idea of a whore is a black woman. That's what you think. That's what you think a hoe is. You think Sexy Red is just, a damn abomination from Babylon. You think that's the worst thing that ever happened. You should see that white girl whose father goes to a country club every Sunday to play golf. That white whore is having sex with all of his friends, everybody in high school, and her mother's friends too. Salakia Maya.
No, you got it.
That's because TV about us.
That's all
why.
it is.
That's all that is, man. Let me tell y'all something. That's why it's so heavy in the UPK, man. Our princesses are here, man. They don't indulge them things.
Come on.
You know what I mean? And put themselves out there like that there. Black man, Hispanic, Native Indian man, we got to change the narrative of what we like. You understand me? Once we change the narrative, our women going to naturally follow us, man. We change that narrative. Stop giving all your credence to women who dressing with no clothes on. And once they get ignored enough, they know, okay, this is not working for me no more, huh? What that brother want? What they want? I got to wear clothes again? Okay, put some clothes on.
That's all.
It takes us to change that narrative, man. Let's change the narrative. Demand more from our women, man. Because they put them out there like sluts on TV. And like how Gentleman Hyman said, they make us look like we sluts. But, we are not these sluts. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. I seen it too, Gentleman.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's crazy.
They don't know. They believe the propaganda about themselves.
And this is a different type of animal, man. And the Most High told us a long time ago, he knew what he created when he created these people, man. And he told us, 1 Ezra 8:84, he said more, and this is one of the heaviest scriptures to me because it ain't what the world thinks. It's like opposite. It says, moreover, ye shall never seek to have peace with them. And that's what the church, the world, the politics, everybody talk about seeking peace, be at peace. But the Lord telling us and told us a long time ago, never seek to have peace with these people. Why? It says that ye may be strong. And that's why, like how it's bringing out, we looked at as weak, and we've been weak. We've been weak because we still looking for to be equal with these people. Like Muhammad said, we're not even looking to be equal. We just want them to accept us a little bit. But they not even capable of that. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord telling us, stop begging them. Stop seeking to join with them. Stop seeking for their acceptance. That's the peace. You understand? Because when you do that, everybody sees that you're weak, man. And the Lord said we're not supposed to do that so we could be strong and maintain our integrity and maintain our manhood, our cojones. You understand? So that we can remain strong. The white man, white women, just alike. Slack it, sir.
Give him a hand. He's telling the truth. He's telling the truth. Go ahead, Yediah.
Oh, Tom. Why Elon Musk and Ben Shapiro want Trump to pardon George Floyd's murderer.
Here it is. Elon Musk, you heard that, Mayak. Elon Musk, what's his name? Ben Shapiro. Ben Shapiro is like some famous podcaster or something like that. He's very conservative, of course, except when it comes to freeing criminals. These conservatives kill me. They're so conservative until it's time to free a criminal out of jail and let him loose on the public. Then they're not so conservative anymore. How's it, Mayak? Then they're not so tough on crime anymore. When it's time to let a criminal, let George, what's his name? What's it, Jeff? No, what's the cat's name they want to let out of jail?
Derek Chauvin.
When it's time to let Derek Chauvin free, let him loose on the public, now they're not so hard on crime anymore. When it's time to free the January 6th insurrectionists, now they're okay. You know what I can't wait, Mayak, on the same cause? You know, they want to free, what's the cat's name again? Chauvin?
Chauvin.
They want to free Chauvin from jail who murdered George Floyd. They already freed, I think, hundreds.
Yeah.
January 6th insurrectionists.
Yeah.
You know what? I can't wait. I want to wait by my phone a little bit for this. When those people that got released, that Donald Trump pardoned from jail, who stormed the Capitol on January 6th, when they start beating their wives to death. Because that's what's going to happen. Those men that got released from jail, those women, if you'd have asked their wives, they would have said, don't release him. Because those cats love to beat a white woman bloody. Get drunk on that damn scotch and that damn whiskey and them brews. They love the brews and the scotch and the whiskey and the cocaine. And they're going to beat these wives to death. Those men, what's his name? Donald Trump, let those January 6th rioters loose on the people, loose to the public. They're not going to go to church when they get out of jail. They're going back to the woods to cocaine and whiskey, and they're going to rape women. Sorry for saying that word, you die. What's the right word? Sexually assault women, abuse women, sexually assault children, get in bar fights, and they're going to get in road rage accidents and unalive people.
Yep.
Because they're violent animals. Yep. But Donald Trump released them on the public. And now they want to release Derek Chauvin on the public. What do you think he's going to do? Start a choir? He's going to get out of jail and do it again. Yeah. He's going to get involved in a bar fight and do it again. Somebody's going to cut him off in traffic, Haas, and he's going to do it again because he's a violent animal. But he's white, so he gets a pass.
Yeah, right.
But he's white. They don't want affirmative action at all for you to have 2 black doctors in a state, 10 black lawyers in a state. That's too many. But they are going to give affirmative action to every white criminal who's violent, and they're going to hurt more people. Now, I believe Yediah, sir, was about to explain why they want to release Derek Chauvin. Please, Yediah.
If I could, while he's getting it, I'll tell you the real reason.
Please.
The real reason is they've decided that America is to be a full-fledged white supremacist nation. They don't want any record of the evil that they did. And Donald Trump just came out this week. I mean, not Donald Trump, but it came out, I think, last week that Donald Trump ordered the Department of Justice to delete the entire DOJ record on police brutality. He cleared the whole record out on police brutality through the because you know the DOJ keeps that record, and every time they have to be called in, you know what I mean, over some city or state, they write a report, which of course every report comes out saying since the 60s, saying that they overextended themselves and abused blacks and Latinos. Yeah. Well, Donald Trump ordered the DOJ to delete the entire record, and now it's gone. You don't know what cop did what. He wants them to have anonymity. And let me tell you something, Ma. That's why if you don't pray for Christ's kingdom, you're a fool. Because imagine you a cop on the street, been beating up, abusing, and killing black men for your whole career as a cop. Now, just when you think you about to get locked up and go to jail, Donald Trump come in and wipe everybody's record clean. Like that's heaven. That's heaven. You get to beat and kill black people, and now the record is clear. You know what I mean? You're forgiven for everything you did. You are counted innocent for everything you did, and you was not wrong for what you did. And that's why they want this Chauvin cat free, because they don't want any black mark on police officers. And here's why. Because they plan to totally unleash them on us. And brother, that's why you got to pray for Christ's kingdom. And that's why you got to get up in here, lace up your boots, and become part of Christ's kingdom now. Because, of course, it's going to be absolutely necessary. Because you think, like you brought out earlier, you haven't seen the horrors of war. You haven't seen the horrors, because you're going to see the horrors of war on the streets of America. You're going to see police forces doing things to black men and black women and children that you would never believe that they would do, because you were sitting in church singing, "We shall overcome one day." But you about to see the evil that they're going to do. You about to see the horror story they're going to do. You about to see the horror of what happens to a people when another people owns them and can do whatever they want, and they don't even have laws against them to stop them. That's what he's doing. He's dismantling all laws and rules that put a restraint on them for acting like animals when it came to us. And guess what? So now they're going to get to unleash. And brother, unless you got it together like we do, you're going to pay the price. Yeah. Unless you serve the Most High and have your head right and a part of the body, you ain't no individual. All you old individual niggas. Yeah. I see you on TikTok now talking about, we got to come together. We got to have community. We got to this. I thought you was an individual. I thought, I'm only responsible for myself. I'm only responsible for me. I don't hear that talk no more, because now you got to wake up the hard way. See, you could have woke up the easy way. Now you got to wake up the hard way, which means you got to now see that you better come together with your people fast and in a hurry. And the same go for the Latinos and Native Indians, and for all you idiots that's out there saying the Latinos ain't got nothing to do with us. If a mud man come along willing to be on your side, you dumbass, you better get on his side. Because was getting ready to try to come down the pike. If not for the Lord, you would die to death in this place. You would die in this country. If not for the Most High Power, who is most merciful, you would die in this damn place. But the Lord is merciful, and that's why you're going to walk up out of here, unimaginably by the hands of the Most High, that they could never imagine will happen is going to happen. How do we know? Biblical prophecy, which has never failed in 10,000 years. It never failed. And it is still widely and ready today, carry it forth, and you're about to see it. You understand? A lot of ideas. Go ahead.
And if I know the Most High, he gonna take all that, General, and turn it right back on them. Like in their heads, they're gonna clear these cops and let them run rampant on us, and they're gonna do it. But it's gonna come a time where they're gonna turn around and run rampant on this government. You know what I'm saying? Right. We're free will. Right. All the military cats that's gonna be harmed by all these changes and Donald Trump cutting them off, and they're going to form their little groups, and they're gonna be fighting against the government. Like Muhammad said, your Jesse James is coming back. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know, all your I forget what they used to call them cats. They used to have a name for them.
Outlaws.
Yeah, the outlaws and all them. All that's coming back. And then they're going to regret it, because one thing, white people are dumb, like you brought out earlier, and they don't think about what they do. They don't think, just like Donald Trump, like they let the feds just violate us forever. Then when they violated Donald Trump himself, now he's offended. When that's what they've always done. You know what I'm saying? And they'll find out. They'll find out.
And if I could, can you imagine how many blacks and Latinos there are in the U.S. military?
God.
That's a very big number. Native Indians,
Oh, yeah.
especially Latinos. There's a huge number of Latinos in the military. And this cat want to push the envelope and create something that he can't stop. And brother, between them, the gangs, and everybody else, they wouldn't even have a chance. And their mistake is their technology. That's why the Lord said their science is falsely called. Like they believe that their science and weapons and all of that is something amazing and something that nobody can stop. And they don't understand the children of Israel. If the Lord decides, if he take his hand out that bosom and decide to let the children of Israel loose on you, brother, the earth will be trembling inside a year. The whole earth would be trembling at what's going on. They thought they had it going on with the missiles. They sent the missiles over there from Israel, and they were shooting the missiles, and them Iranians turned around and dropped 300 missiles on them. And they turned around like, oh, snap, where they get this from? You're going to make a mess of the earth, and you'll never stop the prophecies of the Lord. That's right. You can't save white America. I know a lot of you would like to save them, but the Lord already said he was going to destroy them for what they did, and we now see. Listen, he told us what they were going to do before they did it. Okay. Now that they did it and we see it, you can't stop the Lord. You're never going to be able to stop the Lord. They'll put out a disease out in the air to kill black people, and that disease, you know what I'm saying, get on the bird's feathers and change its molecular structure and kill all the white people.
God. Listen, the Lord said, General, he said they are a vessel fitted for destruction.
That's right.
That's Romans.
Perfect.
Sir, can I give you proof? Because what you said happened.
Damn.
It was called the opioid crisis.
That's right. Yes.
When white people are dropping dead like flies because of racism, because white doctors were giving pills to white people because they're white and they love them and trust them and don't think that they can handle pain. And black people would go to the doctor, ask for some pills. They would think you're a drug addict, you're a liar, you're not really in pain.
That's right.
And didn't give black people the Oxycontin like they gave it to white people.
That's right.
Gave white people Oxycontin, fill up both pockets with Oxycontin.
Yes, they did.
And what happened? They all dropped dead.
Yes.
They all dropped dead. They have 4 white men in, I know your dad can find it, you need to see it. In Kansas City, you might remember this story. 4 white men were in the house watching the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes. And a girl.
And a girl. They come home, the wife or something, everybody dead in the house. It was like a mystery, like Sherlock Holmes.
Yes.
Like, what happened here?
Did somebody break in?
Did somebody break in? Come to find out, there was a plate of cocaine on the table. A plate. A plate of cocaine. That's in the story. A plate of cocaine. Why? Because some brother sold them cocaine. He didn't know it was fentanyl in the cocaine.
Right.
Killed everybody. The brother got arrested last week.
Yeah,
murder. And
he,
of course, said he didn't know nothing was in it. The white people wanted the cocaine. What you supposed to do?
They the same master.
Come on, what you gonna tell him? Let him know.
You know what I'm saying?
He in jail now.
Yeah, they gonna put him under the jail.
Oh, forget about
for that. You know what I mean? But that's it. That's it. Like you should. Nobody should mess with the Most High. You can mess with the Most High, but when the Lord get ready to come for you, it's bad. Yeah. I mean, huge empire. The Assyrian Empire, man, spanned. I mean, from all of Turkey all the way down to Iran. That was a huge empire. Gone. The Romans ruled the world. Tell me if I'm wrong. Ruled the entire world. Gone. Greeks. Gone. Elam, Persians, and the Medes. Gone. All of them. Gone. Why? Because they were great empires that was against the Lord and got destroyed. And the Lord is ruler over the 12 tribes of Israel. You will recognize and submit, or you will be destroyed on this earth by the hand and the power of the Most High. And it's on its way. And they are in a full-fledged panic trying to save themselves, building robots. And, you know what I mean? I heard now they got a robot, brother, that got skin on it. And they built it just like a human. They gave it a skeletal context, and They ran tubes down it for muscles, and they got all kind of wiring in it for the nerves, and it's damn near just like a human. They don't want to put a face on it because they said it's too frightening because it looks so human. Keep the face off while they work on the damn robot. They're trying everything they can, and now they saying white women are saying, man, telling other white women, listen, y'all, we in trouble, and y'all better get ready because right now they got a robot out that they'll make in any form you want. You're like, if you had a girlfriend that left you and you wanted to, you know, get her back, you just give them a picture and they make the robot look like her, height, weight, whatever you want. The robot is, you can get it right now. The robot is $150,000. But the fear is that the robot will go down in price over several years, which means it'll be like financing a car. You just go down to the dealer, it's $50,000. Little 3.5% down. You know what I mean? You bring home, you know, your robot. And of course, the robot can be programmed. It's programmed with AI, and the robot can do anything you want the robot to do. And you know what white men want.
I think it's gonna only do one thing.
Yes. They said you can program her to pay your bills. You can program her to drive the car, bring the groceries in, and whatever else.
General, I
go ahead, Maya.
I saw a video where they pulled this Edomite woman out of a box. It wasn't real. She wasn't real. It was like I think it was a sex doll. They pulled it out and had the breast, and they smacked the breast and they shook.
Damn.
Shook. They turned it around and smacked the ass, and the ass shook. I said, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So they mastered the skin and you know, the whole outside.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Black women, you don't have to worry. You safe. They gonna make sure your man can't afford the robot. They ain't gonna be producing it in chocolate colors. They gonna say it's a back order on all chocolate colors. They gonna block us from getting the robot, so you ain't gotta worry about it. But I tell you this, that we better pull this together quick, because between the pornography and the video games, our numbers is dwindling real bad. Lord allow, we're gonna do a lecture on it this summer, but you know what I mean, our you know, we in bad shape with these video games and the pornography, man. So we're gonna have to try to work on that, because it's bad, but it still won't work. We still get in the kingdom of heaven. The Lord is still. Can I just read this one scripture where the Lord said, that go to Obadiah, where the Lord said that he do not rise, fill the face of the world with cities again. Give me that. Go up above it a little bit. Let me run that down real quick, and I'll get up off it. We're moving pretty good. All right. And throw that up in there. So yeah, that's a rough toll on them. You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
Like, their kingdom is definitely going, you know, and it's going to look worse. Like Christ look worse. He said, when you see these things, see that you be not troubled. It's looking like they're going to be able to do one thing, but don't nobody know what anybody going to do except for the Most High. And very shortly, anything can happen. The way here's what they came out and said. They said this was South Korea, what's that one? Taiwan, and Europe said we all have to now, Canada and Mexico too, we all have to now consider stepping up our own security and weaning ourselves off of the security of the United States, because we don't know what Donald Trump might do. He could turn his back on us like Ukraine. And so they scared to death. And as a result, they now ramping up their arms. But they don't know they ramping up them arms because the Lord is getting ready to bring them into the Third World War.
That's it.
So they ramping up, getting ready to get, the world is getting ready to become a mess. You know what I'm saying? They said Putin stepped up his war against Ukraine, and they cruel as hell. Elon Musk, they in a war. Soldiers getting killed. Elon Musk, turn off the damn Starlink. The Starlink is right. The Starlink, for those of you that don't know, is the satellite system that they use to fly the drones all over the country. Drones, planes, it's the logistics, it's the communications. He shut the damn thing off. Just like, you know, like it was nothing. people going to die and it's going to be a mess. They believe that they are going to take this world. Like these private, so-called oligarchs believe they're going to take the world, rule the world, get rid of the laws, and you just going to be forced to do what they want because they have the wealth and power and you don't. That's what they're looking to do, make everybody a slave. But brother, this is not the people to do that with. They got away with that in World War II, and then eventually they lost the country or whatever, and life went on. But this ain't that. This is the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. You ain't going to just lose the war. You ain't going to just lose the country. You're going to wipe out white America on the face of this earth, and the residue that's left are going to go into captivity, man. For 1,000 years, they'll be in chains for the evil that's been done on this earth that they have to now restore. I yield. You got that scripture for me? Most
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children.
Right. Prepare slaughter. Like that's what we should be talking about. Prepare slaughter for his children. Go ahead.
Khan, for the iniquity of their fathers.
All that you did in slavery, all that you did conquering nations, all that you did across the earth, get ready for the slaughter that's going to come from the Lord. Okay, for those things. Go ahead, real quick.
Khan, that they do not rise.
That they do not rise. Come on.
Nor possess the land.
Nor possess the land. Edomites will never rise and possess the land in this nuclear war. Go ahead.
Khan, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Nor fill the face, and that's how you know who he's talking about. Because right now they have filled the face of the world with cities. But after this, they will never, ever, ever fill the face of the world with cities again. Is that it? Will fill the face of the world with cities ever again. That's biblical prophecy. Now, it's up to you to have the strength to believe in what the Lord said over what these rich and powerful Edomites say. Let them say what they say. Trust in the Most High and what he says. That's right. Go ahead, Salah.
You're done. Khan, sir. Recently, sir, which was big news, LeBron James confronted Stephen A. Smith courtside. You know what I mean? Remarks Stephen A. Smith made about him.
Can you show Commander General Yohanna, please, if Marah has it?
Can
you show Commander General
the
Yohanna
footage of him coming up to him on courtside if you have it?
Khan,
go ahead,
Khan.
Keep going.
Yeah, so, Stephen A. made some comments, you know what I mean, about LeBron. Like, he opened up with, like LeBron as a father, you know what I mean, you need to stop this. Addressing the nepotism about how he got his son into the NBA and how his son isn't that good, just, an ultra critique of, him being a father. And,
wait, let me get this right, because I think I detect some jealousy from Stephen A. Smith. Are you saying that he was critiquing LeBron because LeBron was bragging about getting his son in the NBA?
Like that's the narrative. Like everyone is, in Israel is saying that, his son doesn't belong in the NBA. The only reason why he's there is because of who his father is.
And so Stephen A. Smith repeated that.
Khan is saying that, he's not ready. He shouldn't be in the NBA. That as a father, LeBron should do better. He shouldn't, force. He's made it seem like he's forcing his son to be out there and being in the NBA and traveling and being on the team. Having a roster spot.
Got you. Yeah, Stephen A. Smith is an idiot.
That's right.
He's a complete idiot. Like, it makes me sick. We sit up there if I could, y'all.
Please, sir.
We sit up here every day across America, and everybody sits up there and talks about how black men got to step it up, how black men got to be fathers, how black men got to be in the household, how black men got to be this. This cat, I mean, I could imagine what it took for this cat to become an NBA basketball star. Get me right if I'm wrong, please. He must have been dribbling a basketball since he was from 2 years old and ain't never stopped for him to get in the NBA. And now you mad because he did the right thing by getting his son in the NBA? Like maybe he got his son in the NBA because he was trying to avoid him becoming a gangbanger. Or maybe he got his son in the NBA because he was trying to avoid him becoming a drug addict. It's better that he be a mediocre player in the NBA than a drug dealer on the street corner killing up and murdering each other.
Right.
Like Stephen A. Smith is an idiot. And furthermore, if you're a basketball announcer, announce what he's bad at as a basketball player. Don't go try to blame his father because his father got him in to become a basketball player. And then here's the worst part, and I'm going to get up off it. The worst part about this is this type of nepotism don't never get challenged when it comes to white people. Like white people running corporations, just handing it down. You know how many trust fund babies is down there in South Beach? Them old nasty drunk ass kids down there in South Beach partying every single night in South Beach. Every one of them kids is trust fund babies, driving Lamborghinis and partying and being drunk and being sodomites and, you know, molesting girls and doping people up and, you know, tearing up the club. Cops got to be out there every night, flying in from all over the world on their private jets, having a ball of this empire. You understand why the Lord's people struggle in poverty. And this cat turn around now, brings his son into the NBA, and all of a sudden it's a damn problem. Stephen A. Smith need to shut the hell up, man. He's a damn idiot, man. So we always the one to turn on us. Like it ain't has it been any white announcer that said that? Has that come out in all fairness?
Maybe Skip Bayless.
Okay, maybe 1, 2, maybe. Like, give me a damn break, man. You understand? Like, some black people, some prominent black people have the same disease as white people.
That's it.
They hate black people.
Right.
And it's deep inside them to where it's jealousy. Like, he looking at LeBron now and jealous that his son is in it. If his son's a bad player, say it. Say this cat is not good. He didn't do good here. He ain't making points. They still putting him on the bench, on the team. Give him a straight up critique, but no, you can't do that. He got to go. His father is the reason. His father is messing this up. His father has put him in there. Let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you to all black men. If you got a child and your child wins a spelling bee in the 3rd grade, celebrate.
Damn right.
Celebrate that shit. It's a wonderful feeling. It's a wonderful feeling to have a son or a daughter that accomplishes goals with you that makes you proud and gives you the motivation and encouragement to raise that child even more. Because Lord knows in this empire, with all the poison in the minds of people, it is one of the most difficult things in the world for black men to raise their children. Half of the battle is fighting you black women. They done reduced you almost to some of you. I think I swear wolves raised you. Some of you, I'm almost certain that wolves, wolves had to raise you. That's why I done adopted Muhammad's word, alley cat. Some of you black women, and it don't got to do with your wealth or how much money you are. Some of you are multi-million-dollar alley cats. That's what you are. You're the filthiest, disgustingest thing on the face of this earth. And those black men have to deal with you every day while raising the kids. They got doctors out. It's so evil. They got doctors with whole studies on how black women poison and destroy the child and make the child have to hate the father to live in the house with the mother when she's the custodial parent. They got whole reports on it. None of this is ever provided to black men when they go into child support court. None of this is provided as his rights. None of this is provided as it's wrong. And then come to find out, I couldn't believe this when I found this out. They said the majority of child support goes to the state. It doesn't go to the custodial parent. This is a money hustle by the state to rob black men, or really black families, of their money and their wealth. Another major problem. Okay, and this is not to blame all you black women, because certainly brothers go off also. I'm not siding it, but another issue that goes on in these relationships is that you black women are so jealous of other black women that you can't never work out something with a brother once he have another woman. Like, you gotta own the body part that sits between his legs. You gotta have the patent on it. You gotta have a chain and lock and ownership of it forever. If he ever have another woman, you are like a monster. Like, his kids are gonna be destroyed because he moves on from you. You're gonna be a lunatic in that house in some cases. And then when he moves on, guess what? he got to suffer his child to move on. And every brother is not going to do it. I've seen the cases where women have ended up in suitcases because of that. And it's not a pretty thing. You understand? So my point is this. With all that we are going up against, this Uncle Tom piece of shit is going to chastise him about his son being in the NBA. And furthermore, is his son getting a paycheck? How much his son make, you die? Look up how much his son make. This is what I want to know. How much money does his son make from the white man's NBA basketball? How much cash did LeBron James bring into his family by getting his son in the NBA? Go ahead, Al.
10 million.
His son gets $10 million. Now, if I got a son and I get him in the NBA and he makes $10 million, I don't care if he shits in the middle of the damn basketball. He getting $10 million. Who gives a fuck if he like Stephen A. Smith is a damn whore. Like, who cares if he's good or not? If he get $10 million and save his knees, well, then he's a smart dude. If he get $10 million and get to sit out half the season, he's smart as hell. If he get $10 million and don't hit all the baskets because he don't want to blow out his body before it's time, then he's smart as hell. Stephen A. Smith is the idiot, man. And listen, and last point, if I could, y'all. And the reason I bring it up is for this reason too. Because we have a mindset of slavery, especially those of us that's prominent. Like, because he's getting 10 million, he's supposed to go in the NBA and he got to be making them points. How you gonna get that 10 million? He's not ready. He getting 10 million. He ain't hitting the baskets. Nigga, who cares? Who cares he ain't hitting the basket? They giving him 10 million based on LeBron because LeBron's so goddamn good. They said LeBron James, what's the city he in, Ohio? Somewhere in Ohio.
He plays for Los Angeles. He's from Ohio.
Okay, but he was in Ohio. He was playing for Ohio before or never?
He's playing for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Cleveland Cavaliers. Brother, he left for a while and came back. Brother, they said when he came back to Cleveland to play for the Cleveland Cavaliers again, brother, the economy of the city doubled. Because he was, am I lying?
You are not.
The economy blew through the roof because he came back to play. All the bar owners, all the clubs, all the restaurants, they was praising him for coming back to the city. He made them niggas rich. He made them rich. And you mad that his son ain't getting enough points in the NBA and getting $10 million for it. The $10 million should have been a gift.
Yeah.
It should have been a gift. Right. Should have been LeBron. You know, we know we were supposed to pay you for just basketball, but you rocked the whole city. You made everybody wealthy in the city. Here's $10 million. You can go and get this to your son and let him go on and play. And we don't care if he just sit in the locker, bump his head in the wall, do whatever the hell he want to do. Here go 10 million for him. Boom. Like the 10 million should have been given to him just to encourage him by having his son in the NBA. You understand? Like, this is a cat that changes your city when he come to play. And you telling me you can't give up 10 million just to encourage him, just to make him feel good that his son doesn't follow his footsteps. That was worth 10 million alone. But see, in this world, black people, black leaders, you're whores in this world. When somebody shorts the white man of 2 cents, you are the first one to kick the door down and say, he ain't paid.
That's it.
You the first one. We got to stop hating each other. Let LeBron live. He done played. He done did more than enough for them rich ass devils that run them sports teams. He did way more than enough to with them teams for his son to be getting that money regardless. And listen, and the owners of the team know. They smarter than Stephen A. Smith's dumb ass. They don't care whether or not this little boy make points or not. Please. They don't care. For $10 million compared to the money he brings in, give him that money, they said. They don't care about that. But of course, this idiot got to go and try to scathe his father, you understand, for doing that when being a father in America is damn near illegal. Like to raise your
That's
kids
it.
in America is damn near illegal.
Yeah, come on.
Let alone go up in there. And here's what we don't see. We don't see how much white people hate him for having his son in the NBA. That we ain't seeing. We ain't seeing the comments, the snickers, all the sports writers, all them old racist sports writers. We ain't seeing none of that. But then this fool come along and try to, slander him as well. And that's why he stepped to him like he should have stepped to him. And Stephen A. Smith backed the hell off like he should have backed the hell off. It's ridiculous, man. Nobody would have said this to white people. All the money. Owners getting all the money off of this cat. I couldn't believe it. People should go and Google that real quick. People should go and Google that whole situation with Cleveland. Cleveland, they made so he came back. It was like the city came alive again off of this brother. You know what I mean? And then eventually he went to LA. He probably doing the same thing over there. See how many other stadiums is being filled up, especially right now when the economy is bad and people have uncertainty. How many of them stadiums getting filled up every time? I bet you it's quite few. And LeBron James seems to fill them up. Get his son to 10 million and shut your goddamn mouth is what he need to be told. I yield.
Please. If I could back you up, sir. Okay. If you want to do a good litmus test for a selfish sellout bastard, see if they come out on the side of LeBron James should not have helped his son. Yeah. That's a good test to see who's a sellout. Yeah. Because anybody who thinks LeBron James was wrong at all loves white people to the extent of their own harm. Like they would harm black people to love white people. Stephen A. Smith works for ESPN, sir.
Yikes.
While you were speaking, I went over and looked up the ownership of ESPN. It's Bob Iger who owns Disney. Bob Iger's father was an advertising executive that helped him get the job, which helped him own Disney. Stephen A. Smith has never met a white man that didn't get help from his father. Right. He's never met one. The owner of the Los Angeles Lakers took over presidency of the team at 19 years old. I'm looking at it.
Dang.
She was 19. Her father gave her the team. She became president. A little 5-foot white girl owns the Lakers. She became president at 19 years old. She owns the whole team.
And ain't nobody said she wasn't ready.
There's no controversy, sir. There's no articles. There's no how could this be. Stephen A. Smith doesn't object to it in any way.
Imagine that.
She's been running the Lakers since she was 23 years old.
And ain't nobody said she wasn't ready.
Right.
What this is, and this when you hear a black person say we can't have affirmative action, like nasty ass Clarence Thomas,
yes,
who became a Supreme Court judge because Thurgood Marshall was who he replaced.
Right.
Thurgood Marshall was the first black Supreme Court justice. When he retired, guess what they went and found? Another black Supreme Court justice. That's affirmative action.
Yes.
He gets the job and says, we can't have no more niggas getting affirmative action. I got to be the last one. Stephen A. Smith hates to see another black person walk into the break room.
Yep.
You've met them.
Yep.
You have met them in your life where they work at a white company and their identity is being the black one at the white company.
Yeah.
That's who they are.
They think that's special.
Oh my God, sir. It's like they walk in there like, I'm the only black person here. Yeah. They know they're gonna get all the promotions, all the black duties.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, who's this new nigga walking in here?
Yes.
They see you walk in that break room. Hey, what's your name?
The Django.
Yeah, Django, what you doing? How you get what affirmative action let you come up in there? The same one that got you in there. It's like Stephen A. Smith does not want to see black people look him in the face at a job. He has to be the only one there. Yeah. He has to be the only black person there. He cannot stand it. He's never met a white man that didn't use his family's privilege to get ahead.
Right.
Salaki, sir.
What's the real? I'm coming to you right now. What's the name of the Jake that played in the Django? Not the one that played the lead, but the one that played the
Samuel Jackson.
Samuel L. Jackson.
What's his name in the movie?
Steven. Something.
Yeah. Now, did you hear when he said, "Who this on this nair?" Or whatever.
Who
Right?
this nigga? Who
Right.
on this nair? Right on the horn.
Yes.
Right.
Who is on this nair? Right. In other words, on this here.
Yeah.
But they call it a nair.
Yeah.
And brother, he furious that the Django is on this horse.
That's right.
Because he ain't supposed to be on the horse, because he's supposed to be a slave down here with me.
That's right.
And brother, that was the epitome of in that movie. Slugging Maya. Oh, can I get Mara in real quick? Maya.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say nothing, sir. Go ahead.
Okay, Sluggy, go ahead, Mara.
Slocky, sir. If I may, I got the numbers for you. So reportedly, LeBron James returned to generate $500 million a year for Cleveland.
See that, brother? That's not his salary.
Oh, please.
He rolls $500 million a year for them in that city. $500 million in that city. Come on, Mara.
If I may, sir, there's a little bit more. It says the Clevelands were valued at $500 million, making them a $1 billion franchise and part to James.
He turned into $1 billion franchise. From $500 million to $1 billion. Amazing. And you mad his son get 10 million. You mad his son get 10 million in the NBA. I guarantee you his son could do nothing on the basketball court. Yeah. And them owners could give a damn. Long as he there and long as LeBron James is happy.
You know, Stephen A. Smith just signed a contract for $100 million.
Himself. See that?
I guarantee he don't want to see another black person talking about sports.
No, he don't.
I guarantee that when he watches other black people talk about sports, he gets angry.
That's right.
He gets mad when he sees them. Like they shouldn't be talking about sports.
They should shut up.
They should be quiet.
You know what I mean? And to show you too, man, he getting $100 million a year and has no mercy on black people. You are a horrible, disgusting human being. You get the devil's giving you $100 million a year, which shows you that them comments that he made about LeBron James and his son are the comments he's reflecting the comments of the slave masters that paid him $100 million. That's all. It ain't even that serious to him. But because his slave masters pay him that money, he gonna reflect how they feel about it.
And you know he works for Fox News too.
Get out.
It's like Charlemagne the God and a ton of them. They just make money with these white supremacists, and they just say what they like to hear black people say, and that's that.
Amazing. You got time for one more?
Trump continues war on veterans, poised to fire 80,000 additional VA workers.
Oh my God. Oh my, where you at? January 6th.
Oh boy.
You know what I mean? Where you at? You know what I mean? We veterans, we fought for this thing. You know what I mean? The Constitution, that. Nancy Pelosi's a bitch. Like you middle America white boys, you must feel very played. You understand? And you veterans, man, Donald Trump acted like he was the most loving of all the veterans that fought for the country. And meanwhile, how many he getting rid of?
80,000.
And I heard how it went down without no notice.
None.
They didn't even tell the supervisor.
That's right.
Damn. Fired them on the spot. He getting ready to put them back in the street.
That's right.
He gonna get ready to make them homeless and back in the street. Brother, let me tell you something. They're gonna turn on this empire. They're gonna turn, and they veterans too.
Oh boy.
They're gonna turn on this empire, something real. Go ahead, you die. Slop.
Conor Wakan, sir. The Trump administration doubled down on this war on veterans as the Department of Veteran Affairs outlined plans to fire 80,000 additional workers, having already removed 6,000.
Damn. 80,000 additional workers. No supervisor was called. No 2-week notice. Nothing. Just get the hell out. You out. Goodbye. Like you're in a place of vicious, evil, rich men. These rich men, they don't give a damn. They never gave a damn about you. Go ahead.
That's what I was gonna say. Like Trump, he gonna show all of them that this ain't about he don't care about his thing. Ain't I'm gonna stand behind white people. He money is everything to him. You understand? He love money more than patriotism is the word I'm looking for. He gonna, you know what I'm saying? Money is more important than patriotism to him. All this saving America money. I'm sure it's a way he can get it in his accounts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like that, like go ahead, Maya. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That was it, General. You got it.
I was just gonna say that he's definitely an Atlantic City gangster.
That's it.
You know what I mean? He brought what's his name from Ukraine, Vladimir Zelensky or Zelensky.
Mm-hmm.
He brought him in there. That whole exchange in the Oval Office looked like a classic mafia shakedown.
That's right.
That was a classic, you know what I'm saying? We'll help you out. We'll give you protection money. We want 50% of your minerals, man. You know what I mean? But I can't pay that. You know what I can't. How am I going to do that? I'm going to lose the whole country. Hey, you know, man, you want protection, right? You want your place right? Come on, we want 50%. That was a classic mafia style shakedown. It went down, you understand, in that Oval Office, which shows you what they made up. And they're going to do it around the world. All of these countries, once again, like the scripture said, he that is confederate with thee have brought thee to the border. Because all these Edomite countries that was in bed with the U.S., he's pulling back on them, brother, and they are in a jam because of it. They trying to fight back. I don't know how far they're going to be able to fight back. Canada's trying to fight, but they looking like they're going to fold in a minute. But they trying their best to fight back. And now they being brought to the border because of this, because it's a gangster operation. Okay. So, you know, it's a shakedown. That's all it is.
It's a perfect setup because you can't indict him no more. You can't arrest him no more. He didn't got that. So he is above the law.
Yes, that's true. And he itching to turn, you know, if he can get that martial law in, woo, he going to be set, because that martial law means he don't have to leave office. Yeah. He don't have to respect the Constitution. He can just do what he got to do to run and rule the empire. They looking forward to that joint so they can jump on board with it, get involved in it, and then never have to get out of office. Just like any greedy, disgusting bastard you ever met. You know what I mean? Go ahead, Mike.
It's so amazing to watch when they ask the question. They say, so what if the Supreme Court says this and Donald Trump just doesn't listen? What's going to happen then? Nobody has an answer. They said, well, we'll be in an uncharted territory then. Like they said, if Trump don't listen to the judges and run roughshots over these judges, even the Supreme Court, what's the, you know, what do you do?
Right.
They don't know what to do.
What's the repercussion?
Right.
There ain't no repercussion. Like you got Adolf Hitler in Nazi Germany right after he burnt down the Reichstag. That's it. Here you are again. Of course he ain't gonna follow them laws, because you think after the first 4 years and them convictions that he got, if you think he gonna do 4 more years and get out of office knowing they coming for him for more convictions, and one conviction is just on hold. They got one state charge that's on hold. If they want to, they can go and lock him up on that. You think he gonna sit around and wait for all that to play out, and then they charge him when the 4 years is up and he go to jail? That piece of garbage is going. He take it over. You know, he's a greedy man. He's a greedy man, carnal as he could be. He's gonna run martial law or something, or do something. He's gonna find some way to not have to go back in there and follow them rules. Go ahead.
Tell you what he'll do easily is hold that White House until one of his sons could take it.
That's it.
Somebody who he knows won't convict him and pardon him, and he'll just hold it like any king.
Yep.
Just hold it and have a son to take over, you know, for when he's dead.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. You know, man. Hey, that's about it for us, y'all. We're going to get up out of here, man. Want to make sure that you on top of your game. April 12th, you understand, in Atlanta, Georgia. That whole week, man, will be the week of the Passover. We'll be kicking it live. You'll see the commercials after this. Come join us this Saturday coming up on this same channel. We're going to sit down with the Proud Boys and talk about the future and talk about our white men using poor people, you understand, for our rich people using poor people for their agenda, and what is happening with it and how we go forward from here. Black leaders don't have a clue. They hiding. All your big mouth Congress people, they all hiding in the basement somewhere. Nobody want to say nothing. Where's the Black Caucus at? They ain't even on CNN no more. They at home hiding, trying to move their money to Swiss bank accounts, buying land in other countries, trying to get ready to get the hell up out of here. They about to leave you to the wolves is what they about to do. So join us April 12th, Atlanta, Georgia. Big, big day. The Lord's Passover that whole entire week. Join us this Saturday to sit down, 12 noon with the Proud Boys. We're going to get it in. You understand? I got the heavy hitters with me. Want to thank General Muhammad for coming through. General Micah Al-Akar for coming through. General Hazai Young for coming through. And Officer Marah and his heavy hitters. Officer Marah, Officer Yadiah, Officer Ibahayah, and Officer Musamyad, man. Holding us down, man, bringing this thing together to keep forward. The main man, SICARII, you keep holding it down, warrior. You understand? Through the grace and mercy of the Lord, you did a great job. You really were strong and been strong and continue to be strong. Hey, man, I'm Commanding General YAHANNA, man. We do it up live every when is it? Monday nights. You know what I'm saying? We get it in. I'll see y'all next time live on the UPK fam.
Yeah. Hey, Shalom, Israel. The I.S.U.P.K presents the Lord's 56th annual Passover going down right here in Atlanta, Georgia. We got a whole bunch of events lined up for y'all, including the annual lamb slaughter. You already know. Then it's the Hebrew Academy trial. Oh, boy. Next, we got the children's party. Then, you know, we got General Muhammad's scripture breakdown class and the Hebrew Academy graduation. The Lord's 56th annual Passover. Pay your Passover fee. It's only $200 to get all these exclusive events. Real black culture. The generals in attendance and the stage is set. It's going down. April the 12th in Atlanta, Georgia. This event is only for the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indigenous people. We got a week full of events from April the 9th and the 13th. But remember, you got to pay that Passover fee. It's only $200 to get every event exclusively. Here's the itinerary for the Lord's 56th annual Passover. April the 9th is the annual lamb slaughter. April the 10th is the kids' party. At 7 p.m. later that night, General Muhammad's scripture breakdown class. April the 11th, the Hebrew Academy graduation. Later that night at 8 p.m. is the all-black party. April the 12th is the Lord's 56th annual Passover. April the 13th is the Feast of Unleavened Bread. $200, 17 years or older, pay your Passover fee. See you in Atlanta, Israel. Shalom.